Welcome to another video. Today we're looking at the best players in this year's draft for Major League Baseball. And we have some really good prospects in this draft. A couple really good college players from LSU who are in the top two. I think they're both number 1 and 2. Dylan Cruz and Paul Skeens. They are obviously at least in the top 5. Both of them are. And then we also have some really good high school players as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. We'll be taking a look at the best power, best speed, best arm, best fastball, curveball, and all of that. Here we go as we're getting into the best hitter, which is Dylan Cruz, who is an outfielder for LSU. He hit .426 in college. He was a Golden Spikes winner and was the SEC Player of the Year twice. He won national champion this year, has plate discipline, has tied for NCAA Division I lead with 71 walks with his .426 average, excuse me. He reached base in every single game this year. He makes a lot of contact. He draws a lot of walks. He uses the opposite field a lot and hits it constantly. He's controlled the strike zone and made hard contact better than ever. You also have Matt Clark, Nolan Chanel, and Jacob Wilson in the discussion for that award as well. So the best power in that go with Wyatt Langford from Florida. He does not have a lot of other people have usable power, but his combination of raw power and bat speed, he also does good with approaching the plate. He is a really good hitter with a lot of confidence and certainly has done power in the last couple of years. He's hit 26 homers this year and slugged to .719. He hit another 21 homers, slugged .784, and had more walks than strikeouts this season. He's got a lot of edge because of the confidence that he's going to continue to get that power. You also have Dylan Cruz, Walker Jenkins, and Brock Wilken also in the discussion. Fastest runner in the go with Enrique Bradfield Jr. out of Vanderbilt. He is an outfielder for them. He would be the most obvious. He ran slightly faster as a freshman than his sophomore. He actually went 46 for 46 stealing bases last year, and he got 7 or 8 times this season. His speed is a wonderful base stealer. He's a tremendous defender in center field, and gets a lot of Kenny Lofton comparisons. You also have Kendall George, Dylan Heed, and Adrian Santana in the discussion. Alright, strongest arm, we're going to go with Cole Carrig from San Diego State, shortstop. You could also play catcher and outfield. So, he, not only during his time in college, but at San Diego State, he didn't catch much, but has caught a lot. A lot of teams will be interested because of that arm. He has triple-digit throws from the infield at the combine, and he's athletic enough that he can play middle infield. You also have Connor Burns, Blake Mitchell, and Nolan McLean in the discussion for the strongest arm. Best defender, and that to go with Enrique Bradfield Jr. His speed, because he covers a lot of ground, and he makes efficient reads and routes. You also have Moy Ohana, Connor Burns, and Trey Morgan in the discussion. Alright, next up, best fastball. We'll go with Paul Skeens on this one. He would be number 1. He transfers from Air Force to LSU. He's the SEC Pitcher of the Year and leads Division I in strikeouts. He broke Ben McDonald's school in SEC records, and he leads the nation in strikeouts per 9 and whip. He's second in wins and ERA and opponent's average. The fastball is pretty good. He reached 94 through 95 and touched 99 miles per hour. He averaged 98 and hit 102 this season. First College World Series start, he threw 100, liked 48 times. Plus, besides velocity, he's got a flat approach angle and a ton of carry. You also have Chase Dollander, George Klassen, Travis Diora also in the mix. Best curveball, we have to go with Josh Knopf out of high school. He is the only He's the highest rated curveball in the draft class, and it is nasty. It goes around 3,000 RPMs, which is a really, really good pitch. Also in the discussion, Alex Clemley, Bishop Hendrickson, and Cole Schoenwater as well. So next up, best slider. We have to go with Paul Steens again. His slider is ridiculous. It's renowned OC pitching coach Wes Johnson. He has an 85 through 89 slider and a ton of break. He has a huge swing and miss and chase rates, and no one hits the ball is not one of these and chase it out of the strike zone. Also in the discussion, LeBaron Johnson, Seth Keener, and Jaron Watts-Brown are also in the mix for the best slider. Best changeup, Ryan Bruno out of Stanford. He is out of the bullpen, so his go-to pitch, the upside of the pitch is absolutely ridiculous. His hitters hit just 58 against that pitch. Ridiculous. Tanner Hall, Rhett Lauder, and Carson Reed are also in the discussion for there. Best other, Hurston Waldrop. People saw him during the postseason, 63% miss rate and a 62 batting average against. Incredibly nasty pitch. Even if he ends up in a bullpen one day, you know there's some concern about his command. The splitter is going to get some big league hitters out. Best control, we're going to go with Rhett Lauder. He is a two-time ACC Pitcher of the Year at Wake Forest. Steens went 8 scoreless in his battle with Lauder. Lauder went 7 scoreless, but Lauder is one of the best changeups. He's got 3 pitches, fastball, much improved slider this year, and a wicked changeup. And not only does he throw strikes, but he throws quality strikes. And he was consistent every time out of this year for Wake Forest. He has good stuff, not overwhelming, not 70s and 80s, and he went out every week and just pounded the strike zone and put the ball where he wanted and won. He went 15-0, and they were 17-0 until that 11th inning loss in his 18th start. As good as his stuff is, it is pretty solid, and his ability to control and command is what makes what he is. Also in the comparison, Tanner Hall, Paul Steens, and Logan Van Treek. Alright, that is going to be your awards for the best tools in this year's 2023 MLB Draft. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. And see you guys in the next one. Peace.